We are making braided turban using one Duku. So if you're a Ghanaian, you know about this Dasobo Duku. Those outside Ghana, they call it a scarf. Okay, just one scarf. Since this is not a new design, I wouldn't explain into details. Okay, so I'll be cutting as I give measurements. So this particular cutting that I'm making is going to be for the braided on top of the turban. Okay, so it measures length 37, and then the width, the shorter part, is 5 inches. Please, I cut 3 of them. Okay, so you do that, you measure, you use your long ruler, then you just use your scissors to cut them all. After we are done cutting, we will set these 3 fabrics that we have cut for the braiding aside. Then we bring the remaining fabric properly on our table this way. We are going to measure our band. We are using round band. Then the remaining fabric, we will use it for the base. Okay, so the width of the band that we are going to use measures length of 28 if you are going to attach elastic to it, and then the width I'm using 4.5. okay, so you cut it out. Then for the base, please use length 30, and then the width, as I said earlier, I'm using the remaining fabric, which this one is 13.5. okay, yours can be 14 or 12 inches. That's perfectly fine. So we are done cutting all the fabrics that we are going to need for this design. So we will go straight to our sewing machine, then we start sewing as I explained. So these are the 3 fabrics that we cut earlier, or from the beginning of the tutorial. We are going to fold them into 2 at the length area, then we sew 1/2 inch all through. We repeat the same process for the remaining 2. We are done sewing all the 3 fabrics. We are going to use our tool to help us turn these fabrics into its right side. Okay, the beautiful part should be out so that this sewing part can be hidden inside. We have to do that for all the 3 fabrics. So after you have turned them into its right side, you have to measure the remaining width to help you cut the foam that you have to insert. You see how the braiding looks like. Without the foam, you get it very tiny. So I'm cutting length of 30 of 1/2 inch foam, and the width, use the width that you measured on the fabric. Okay, that is 2 inches. You can equally use 1/4 inch foam if you don't want your braiding design to look puffy like mine. So with the help of a safety pin and a long rope, we are going to insert it in all the foam we have cut inside our braided fabrics. So you have to be careful. If not, the foam can tear or torn. When it's tear or torn to, it means you have to start the whole process again. So looking at what I've done, you see, I have made sure that I've left about 1.5 or 2 inches space at the both side of the fabric without a foam. Okay, I didn't let the foam comes at the end of the two sides of the fabrics or the design, the braiding design. Okay, so now you start with your braiding. You join all the three fabrics together, then you start braiding. After the braiding, please, when you get to the end, how you started the first, repeat the same thing at the end. Bring your pin to hold this part together so that it will not unbraid. Then we quickly use our sewing machine to secure the side or sew them down. We are done sewing the braided design down. We want to measure the length, which mine measures 24, meaning it is perfect to fit and any adult hair circumference. Okay, so we are going to put it aside and sew our base. So that's how to do your base. You are going to just put the band on top of the beautiful part of your base, then you sew, then you bring up, you do your neatly, then you bring up your braided design. I'm going to show you how to put it on it. You see where the band is, please put it on top of the band. Okay, put it on top of the band, then you fold it into two this way. We want a backdrop, so we will just connect it. That's why the base was the length was taller than the hair circumference we use for the band. So you bring it down like this, then you continue to sew downwards. Okay, you arrange the fabric properly. Then when you get to the bottom, you have to shape it with 4 inches. You send your tape measure in like this, then you shape the down part this way. So we are going to bend our hand to go this way, then we backstitch. We just cut off the thread, go to our needling machine to needling all the insides to get a perfect finishing before we gather our work. Okay, so look at the inside. I'll quickly use my matching thread and the needle to do my normal running stitches or gathers. So I gather them, then secure it tightly. With the help of my hand, I'll cut it and then re-tie it with the same hand again, over and over about 3 times. Then that is all for tutorial. Please hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. When you subscribe, kindly put on the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be able to, you get the notification or you'll be notified. Thank you.